I'm going to try something different with my mic to see if it picks it up. I laid it down on my desk. It is an omnidirectional mic. I want to talk about chronic disease syndrome. Somebody made a comment about me having that. It makes sense. It really does, because I've been fatigued for years. And of course, doctors' first thing they say is what? Sleep. It's your sleep. If you get better sleep, you'll have more energy. Then the second thing they say is you need to exercise to get extra energy. But it is kind of like I said, I lived off of nicotine and caffeine, which seemed to help me. I figured ADHD. I don't know. I'll talk to my doctor on the 21st about chronic disease syndrome and see what she says. But it does make sense now that I've found out about the symptoms. It really does seem like I fit into that. Now, mainly women get this than men. They're going to talk about stress and anxiety and things like that. But it makes sense, because I'll sleep and wake up a few times at night, but I wake up as tired as I did before I laid down. Now, my second sleep study I did with Dr. Mims. She's either retired or left. I'm going to talk to another sleep doctor, but she told me, she said, you're right here. Either you do or you don't. It's right in the middle, Mr. Crozier. And she gave me some Seroquel or something like that. But it makes sense. It really does make perfect sense. Like when I'm on the job and I'm just really wiped out, tired all the time. Now, we understand there's nothing clear to treat chronic disease syndrome. And most doctors dismiss it. They do. They don't see it as a formidable diagnosis. It's not. They figure it's either depression, so they give you something for depression, or it's anxiety, or it's stress, or lack of sleep. I appreciate that man saying that, because it put me back into the idea of it being chronic disease syndrome. But the way I understand it, I don't know if they prescribe stimulants. Usually stimulants help, That makes perfect sense, it really does, because Dr. Mims tell me I don't have sleep apnea. Now, my legs move all the time. I don't know what that is. It may be ADHD. I'm pretty much, when I'm sitting in my chair, I am fatigued. Most of the time, I'm in another world, And I can remember at work cigarettes helped me out a lot, and they did. That nicotine, man, it'll jack you up, give you that energy. The Monster drinks, the Red Bulls, all that I was downing just to survive and make it through my day at work. Now that I can't do that, I cannot do it. I can't smoke cigarettes anymore. I can't vape nicotine anymore. And I can't do any stimulants like Adderall or something like that. And man, my stomach's all messed up too. And you see, let me explain this to you. And this is what I believe personally. And I'm going to check on something here. That's somebody that's got a lot of money. But my situation is that I don't know if there's any treatment for it or not. Because I lay down to nap at about 1 o'clock. I just nap for a few hours on the couch. I do it on the couch. My bed's sleeping a little bit better, but if you take a nap, don't take it in your bed. Take it on the couch or something. Because on your bed should be your sleep. But chronic disease syndrome does fit me. It does. Even though mostly women get it. Why, I don't know. And mostly Caucasians get it. The only race that has it. So yeah, it could be chronic disease syndrome. It sure could be. That I have no energy at all. And I've told doctors this way back, that I have no energy, I'm tired, I'm fatigued all the time. When I was younger, I did sports like tennis and stuff like that, but I had my youth to help me. I don't have my youth to help me now. So chronic disease syndrome is a very interesting thing for me to look into. It really is. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. But what do you do when you're old and you have chronic disease syndrome? I don't know. If I'm young, wouldn't they just prescribe me some Adderall? I'll be fine. But it helps me that somebody was kind enough to say that, to give me an idea of that might be what the problem is, in a nutshell. It's a shame in a way, it really is, because it has affected my life, and it has. It has affected my life, getting up in the morning and just feeling like you didn't even go to sleep. And then you're thinking that it is your sleep, but it's not necessarily my sleep. Dr. Mims talked to me. She said, I don't see you having a sleep problem, even though you wake up a couple of times to urinate. I don't see you having a sleep problem. That's exactly what she told me. Now, somebody gave me Seroquel to help me. So I'm going to look into chronic disease syndrome and pretty much see what I can do about it. And I don't know if a doctor can really diagnose it. I don't know if they can, because they have to rule out a lot of stuff first. So I appreciate it so much that person that made, who was that made that comment? That's going to help me out a lot. Let's see, who is he? Or she, he. It is Camper Cause, Camprcaz. I appreciate that. And you're right about the bland diet, but I will tell you something. I did the bland diet, I did the GERT diet, and it didn't work. You see, I have gotten away from beef. I can't do beef anymore. I do chicken, lean chicken, and stuff like that. The thing is that I've got plenty of frozen vegetables. I get no fresh vegetables. I don't trust them at all. Too many people come down with viruses and all kinds of stuff, bacterial infections from it. I do frozen vegetables. Chronic disease syndrome does fit me, and it really does. It fits me, because I'm always tired. I have no energy at all, period. So I appreciate Camper Cause. Give me that feedback, and I'll look into chronic disease syndrome. And that's basically it. My aide from Medicaid didn't show up today. And that's one of the biggest problems with this. Let's say that I'm in the bed and I really am in bad shape and I have to have an aide to help me, and they don't show up. Alrighty, I appreciate it so much, and chronic disease syndrome, who knows? Peace.